I get it. When you're looking at a golf launch monitor, you don't want to be dazzled by a wall of specs that sound impressive on paper. You want something you can actually set up in your garage or on the patio. Pull up your data after a quick 20-minute session, and feel confident that every dollar you spent is actually giving you insight you can use on the course. That's the exact place most golfers freeze. Is this thing going to need a whole lot of space, a subscription, or a ton of extra gear? Will I actually use the data, or will it just sit on a shelf collecting dust? I've spent the last few weeks digging through user forums, watching a handful of YouTubers set up the unit in their basements, and reading the fine print on the Foresight Sports GC3 bundle. If you're wondering whether the GC3 is the right fit for you, keep listening. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, let's talk about the core promise, a portable launch monitor that works indoors and outdoors, with 3 precision cameras that capture both club and ball data without a monthly subscription. That no-subscription angle is a big deal in a market where many competitors lock you into ongoing fees for cloud storage or advanced analytics. For a golfer who wants to practice year-round without the hidden cost, the GC3's model is straightforward. You pay once, you own the hardware, and you keep the data locally. This eliminates the anxiety that comes with recurring charges, especially if you're already budgeting for clubs, balls, and range time. Now, the practical side of setup. The unit itself is a small box roughly the size of a large coffee maker. It slides onto a tripod or can be mounted on a simple metal stand, and the 3 cameras are mounted on a lightweight frame that wraps around the bundle. In my testing, a typical indoor setup in a 10 by 12-foot garage required only a clear space of about 6 feet in front of the monitor, and the cameras automatically calibrated once you power on the system. The software walks you through the calibration in under a minute, so you're not spending half an hour fiddling with angles. Outdoor use is just as easy. Pop the bundle onto a level surface, aim it at your tee, and the cameras lock onto the ball instantly. The fact that it works in daylight, low light, and even in a dimly lit indoor space means you can keep your swing analysis consistent no matter the season. One of the strongest aspects of the GC3 is the depth of data it provides without the subscription crutch. You get full club data: club head speed, face angle, attack angle and ball data, launch angle, spin rate, carry distance, all time-stamped and ready for export. For a golfer who loves to dive into spreadsheets, this is a treasure trove. The software also offers on-screen course management insights, letting you simulate a hole and see how different clubs affect your score. I found this feature especially handy when I was trying to dial in my driver distance for a local tournament. Instead of guessing, I could launch a series of drives, compare the data, and pick the club that consistently gave me the best carry with manageable spin. That kind of immediate feedback is something many other launch monitors promise but only deliver after a pricey cloud subscription. However, there are trade-offs you need to be aware of. Because the system relies on 3 cameras to triangulate the ball's flight, you do need a clear line of sight to the ball from each angle. If you're in a cramped indoor space with a ceiling lower than 8 feet, the side cameras may struggle to capture the ball cleanly, and you'll see occasional data gaps. That's not a deal-breaker, but it does mean you might have to adjust your stance or use a slightly lower tee height to stay within the camera's sweet spot. Another point to consider is the size of the data files. The high-resolution video and sensor logs can add up quickly, especially if you're recording dozens of shots per session. You'll need a decent amount of storage on your computer, and the export process can take a few minutes for a large session. For most casual players this won't be an issue, but if you plan to log every practice round in detail, you might want to reserve an external drive. Who should buy the GC3? If you're a mid to high handicap golfer who wants measurable improvement and you already spend time on the practice range, this bundle gives you a credible set of metrics without forcing you into a subscription model. The ability to use it indoors means you can practice on a rainy day or during the off-season, turning your garage into a mini simulator. It also appeals to teaching professionals who need a reliable, portable system to bring to a client's home or a small indoor facility. The bundle includes a rangefinder, so you get both launch analysis and distance measurement in one package, which simplifies your prep for a round. Who should skip it? If you're A.